In today's video, we explore a collection of films that focus on meaningful connections between older women and younger men. These stories go beyond romance and highlight emotional growth, life transitions, personal reflection, and the unexpected ways people influence each other's lives. Each film brings a different perspective. Some are quiet and reflective, others are dramatic or mysterious, but all of them focus on human connection at different stages of life. Let's begin. Number 10. Horsetail, 2023, directed by Justina Wuchai. Horsetail, the story takes place in a remote town surrounded by forests and dramatic cliffs, creating a calm yet slightly unsettling atmosphere. A woman named Diana returns to her hometown after many years away, carrying emotional confusion and gaps in her memory that she cannot fully explain. As she settles back into familiar surroundings, she begins noticing strange inconsistencies in the behavior of the people around her. Places feel familiar yet distant, as if her memories do not fully match reality. During her return, she crosses paths with Mai, a young man who becomes indirectly connected to the unusual events unfolding in the town. Their interactions are subtle at first, based more on observation and curiosity than direct involvement. As tension builds, hidden relationships between residents begin to surface, revealing that the town is holding on to long-buried truths. The story slowly develops into a mystery-driven drama where past events begin influencing the present in unexpected ways. Number 9. Before the Dawn, 2019. Directed by Jay Holben. Before the Dawn, this film follows Lila Kendi, a woman who moves to a new town after facing personal setbacks that have left her searching for stability and direction. Her goal is simple: rebuild her life quietly and focus on a fresh start. She finds work in a local organization, slowly adapting to a slower and more grounded lifestyle. The town introduces her to a range of people, each carrying their own personal struggles. Among them is Jason, a young man dealing with financial pressure and uncertainty about his future. Their first interactions are casual, but over time they begin sharing deeper conversations about responsibility, choices, and life direction. As both characters navigate their own challenges, their connection becomes a source of reflection and support. The film focuses on how small relationships can gradually influence personal growth and help people rethink their decisions. I'd like to let you know that I've created a special video featuring the top 100 movies I've watched in my life. It's a diverse collection of outstanding films that I'm sure you'll enjoy. I'd love for you to check it out and share your thoughts with me in the comments. Number 8. Pieta 2012, directed by Kim Ki-duk. Pieta Kang-do is a young man living a harsh and emotionally detached life, shaped by a routine that has left little room for empathy or connection. His daily existence is driven by financial work that has hardened his personality over time. His life changes dramatically when a woman appears, claiming to be his mother. At first, he rejects her presence and refuses to accept her story, but she continues to stay close, slowly breaking through his emotional walls. As they spend more time together, Kang-do begins questioning his past actions and the emotional distance he has built around himself. The relationship between them becomes increasingly complex, revealing buried truths and long-hidden pain. Through this unfolding connection, the film explores themes of guilt, redemption, and the possibility of emotional change, even in the most difficult circumstances. Number 7. Sonata for Cello, 2015, directed by Anna M. Beaufarol. Sonata for Cello Julia is a highly accomplished cellist whose entire life has been dedicated to music, discipline, and international performances. Her identity is deeply tied to her artistic success and professional routine. However, everything begins to change when she is diagnosed with a chronic condition that affects her ability to perform. This forces her to step back from the life she built and confront a future she never expected. During this difficult transition, she meets people who support her emotionally, including a younger man who brings a different kind of energy and perspective into her life. Their connection develops gradually through shared conversations and understanding. As Julia adjusts to her new reality, she begins redefining her identity beyond music, learning to accept change while still holding on to her passion in a new form. Number 6. The Winter House, 2021. Directed by Keith Boynton. The Winter House. A group of strangers finds themselves gathered in a remote house after a severe winter storm isolates the area. At first, the situation feels temporary, but as time passes, they realize they may need to stay together longer than expected. With limited connection to the outside world, personal stories slowly begin to surface. Each character carries a past filled with unresolved emotions, regrets, and unanswered questions. Among the group, different generations interact and unexpected bonds begin to form through shared experiences and conversations during the long winter days. As tensions rise and truths are revealed, the house becomes a place of reflection, forcing each person to confront both their past and their relationships with others. Number 5. I'll Show You Mine, 2022. Directed by Megan Griffiths. I'll Show You Mine. A successful writer begins working on a new book project that draws heavily from real-life inspiration. As part of her creative process, she engages in deeper conversations with a younger family connection. What starts as research gradually turns into meaningful discussions about memory, personal history, and the choices that shape a person's identity. As they continue talking, both begin to reveal more about their inner thoughts and past experiences. The conversations become a space for reflection, honesty, and emotional clarity. The film focuses strongly on dialogue-driven storytelling, showing how communication can open new perspectives and reshape understanding between people of different generations. Number 4. Suze, 2023. Directed by Lindsay. Suze is a woman living a quiet, routine life that suddenly shifts when her daughter leaves home for university. This change leaves her facing loneliness and uncertainty about her next chapter. Struggling to adjust, she begins rebuilding her daily life, trying to find new meaning in her independence. During this time, she meets Geeg, a young man with a relaxed and spontaneous approach to life. Their friendship develops naturally without pressure and slowly helps Suze see her situation from a different perspective. Through their interactions, she begins to rediscover small joys and new ways of thinking about her future. The film focuses on personal adjustment, emotional balance, and the quiet transformation that comes from unexpected human connection. Number 3. Les Arnaqueurs, 1990. Directed by Stephen Frears as Arnaqueur. Roy Dillon is a young man living on the edge of society, constantly involved in small schemes as he tries to survive and find direction in life. His world becomes more complicated when he meets two women, each influencing him in very different ways. One represents stability and control, while the other brings unpredictability and emotional conflict. As Roy becomes entangled in these relationships, his life begins to spiral into difficult decisions and shifting loyalties. The tension between personal desire and consequence grows stronger. The film gradually reveals how manipulation, trust, and emotional vulnerability can shape human behavior in unexpected ways. Nights of July, 2018. A thoughtful and character-driven story. The film follows Julio, a young man who finds it difficult to connect with others. His world begins to change when he meets Mara, a woman who shares his curiosity and enjoys discovering places in her own unique way. As they spend more time together, a calm and respectful bond begins to grow. Their connection is built on mutual understanding, and little by little, they start to feel that they've found something meaningful in each other. In the end, the film gently reminds us that while expectations can feel comforting, real life often brings deeper complexity. 2+, 2022. Directed by Alfonso Pineda Ulloa, follows Inya, a working woman who feels dissatisfied with her professional life and the lack of progress in her career. Everything begins to change when Carlos, a younger colleague, joins her workplace. His arrival introduces a shift in the work environment and gradually influences Inya's personal outlook on life. The film presents a light drama comedy centered on growth, patience,